So she kept on interrupting me while I was demonstrating exercises, and I was ignoring her because
Fucking yikes. This video is an instructor who teaches Pilates, and she is upset because a person walked out of her class because she asked multiple times for the air conditioner to be turned on because she was too hot in class. And instead of giving her a wave or a nod or an acknowledgement, she ignored her because she was demonstrating moves. Now, I'm a Pilates instructor. I'm on my way right now after I put a shirt on to teach Pilates. There's a way to handle that. There's a way to do that. And you say that you've been in this industry for 10 years. I have walked out of a Pilates class before because it was too hot. I'm an instructor. The air should be at a certain temperature. Now it's our regulation standard to keep it at 69 degrees Fahrenheit, even in the winter. Because you're saying it's winter outside and the air wasn't on. Well, it's still hot inside. I'm from the South. The winter's cold. Inside, the air is going to be on in a gym, period. But my issue isn't necessarily the temperature. It's that you're just calling all the people precious and spoiled for wanting not to be overheating in a Pilates class, which is supposed to be gentle and is supposed to be inclusive and rehabilitative, which is why the temperature should be a good temperature. It's not hot Pilates, it's not hot yoga. This is why people don't want to come to a Pilates class, because the instructors seem like someone they don't want to approach, like someone who's going to ignore them in class, like someone who's going to let them overheat because they should be hot and sweaty because it's a gym. I guess my point, because I don't know if I have one, is just come to my class if you want. No one's going to call you precious or act like you're silly for wanting the air conditioner on. It's not that you're just spoiled rotten. Some of us have POTS. Some of us overheat. Some of us have a blood pressure that's fucked up. Pilates is supposed to be a safe space for all bodies. The end. Period. Including people who get hot. Are there going to be people who complain in every class about the temperature? Yes. I have someone who complains every day that she's cold. She wears a sweatshirt. Does she take it off after the first 10 minutes? She sure does, because I warm up her body. But I would rather people be a little chilly because that's safer, because you're going to warm up their muscles anyway. And 70 degrees Fahrenheit isn't going to give an injury because it's too cold. But they are always able to warm up after their exercise. You can't help people cool down if they're too hot. And then you end up with people fainting, being dizzy, or throwing up. I just don't like the attitude about it. I think it's stupid. I think you should be kinder and listen to your clients and stop acting like people are being ridiculous, spoiled brats for wanting to work out in a not boiling hot facility. If they wanted to do hot Pilates, they would do hot Pilates. My job as an instructor is to advocate for my clients, including temperature, water, making sure they're okay after a surgery, helping their body rehabilitate. That is what Pilates is. And I just want to say, as someone who used to weigh 500 pounds, I didn't feel welcome in a lot of gyms. And if a gym was too hot, I sure as shit wasn't going to go. I needed conditions to be as perfect as possible for me to feel okay being there. And I want to make that environment okay for my clients. I want them to feel like they'll be comfortable. And I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong. I just disagree with it. And I also think that if I were one of your clients, I wouldn't feel comfortable either.